This ain't entertainment. This is a move. This is prophecy with a pulse. A soundtrack for the remnant. We don't just make music. We speak fire from the corners of the city to the gates of the kingdom. From survival to revival, from chemo chairs to dry bones rising. Gorillaz Radio ain't just about beats. It's about power. Power to heal. Power to rise. Power to remember who we really are. We're street bred, spirit led, anointed with the oil of war and peace. We don't fold. We don't flinch. We go gangster on fear. We go holy on sickness. We go full of flames for the people of Yah. So if you're tired of dead religion, if you're done with fake healing, if your soul been searching for the real sound of heaven, you just tapped in. This is Gorillaz, and this is the sound of faith on fire.
To Rooted in Hebrew. My name is Mike, and today let's discuss being or getting prepared. We're seeing what the world is doing, and what the world is saying it's going to do, and all of this, whatever they're saying, the claims that they're making. But hey, a lot of their claims is they're backing it up with action. That's one thing they're doing. Let me get this tea. They're backing it up with action, but at the same time, we're starting to feel it. We're starting to feel it. Things are getting out of hand in certain parts of this, country. Let's go. Hold on, man. I tell you what I get on that do on the live. Hold on. Let me see. And but getting prepared, brothers. All of that is fine and dandy. It's good. I mean, individuals stocking up on food, things they may need in the event something pop off. All of that is fine and dandy. But the greatest preparation that you're going to need is going to be faith. When it's all over said and done, your food can run out. You will need faith. If you're banking on, I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that, and you thinking you straight, you hemmed up. You're absolutely hemmed up. The world has already told you how much food that you're going to need in the event of this here happen or that there happen. That's what they're telling you. So they do their surveys to find out, hey, whether you're a person who prepared. They're doing surveys and they ask the people by how long you think you can last, and things like that. And they give that information to the surveyor. So they calculate this stuff, brothers. So they looking at it. All right, these people say they have at least one month worth of supplies. The world will take that information and use it against you. All right, whatever this disaster is going to be, we got to make sure that it's going to last more than a month. Shalom, Sister Angela. I'm glad you made it in today, sis. And see, people be quick to jump on these surveys. Surveys is nothing but fishing, catfishing, if you want me to label it. They catfishing. They looking for information to use against you. That's it. I get weary of information that they say, hey, matter of fact, they're so cunning with it. They pay you. They pay you to take a survey. That information is more valuable to them than you can ever think. So when people take these surveys and they tell them, I have about 3 weeks worth of food and supplies. I can manage for 3 weeks. And if they are the ones who's causing the trouble, they're gonna know exactly. They go boil it down. So the average household has this much of a supply. We need to make sure that we go longer than that because we need these people to come back begging us. This is that introduction to the beast system. That's what this is. It can sound all nice and cozy and all that, but when it's all over said and done, that beast's going to bust out. Shalom, shalom, Brother Earl. I'm glad you made it in also, brother. That's what's going to happen. That beast is going to bust out. And that beast is already out, truthfully. All of that stuff that's going on in Africa. Matter of fact, I just talked to my wife today. She told me that the government said there's going to be another round of protests like December 9th. So it seems that the internet is steady now. But my wife is doing, no. She packing up. If this is the time for, if you can get out, and you know you need to get up and break camp because 2 people got shot dead in front of her house. 2. They were just passing by, seeing them, put them down. I cannot, and truthfully, brothers, I cannot see this being the Tanzanian government. I mean, I just find it hard to believe that, Tanzanian killing Tanzanians. That's just me. But yeah, she's preparing herself because right now, daughter, Charity, she's in school. Now, their schools are kind of different here. Although she's in the 7th grade, she stays on campus. She stayed there. Some mother is trying to get there because she's like 4 hours away. That's another thing. 4 hours away to go to school, but she's on campus. This is a government school. So in order for her to get to her daughter, man, she got to travel 8 hours. Because once you get there, you get there, you get another bus ticket, you come back home. That's 8 hours. That's an 8-hour trip. We, brothers, this is Revelations chapter 12. The flood waters that the devil spewed out, yeah, that's us. That's us. No matter where we at, we going through some things. We going through it. Shalom, shalom, Brother Robert. Oh, excuse me. And so this getting prepared, brothers. You even got the churches saying, hey, and it's one, black churches wanting the black members. Hey, y'all probably want to stay on the watch now. Something is not right. But when they can feel it in their spirit now, truthfully, that wave is going to be felt across the board. This system, this beast system And for the individuals that think that they have rights, those rights went out the door and they started teaching that the laws are done away with. Everything from that point up to now has been a mockery. All right, yeah, you may send somebody out there back in the days treated black people a certain way, and you can go to court, win your court case, get a 100,000, maybe $1 million for a lawsuit. Those days are gone. Those days are gone. It's not going to happen. This is a whole new. This is a whole new leaf they turned over. And brothers, sisters, being faithfully prepared is what we need to be. You know what, brother, brother Earl? You know what? I was just thinking the same. I was just thinking the same thing a couple of days ago. It's going to be their churches. This is going to lead everybody. It's going to lead out, people to getting that mark. That's I was just thinking that a couple of days ago. And then you can see how they are doing it. I mean, what? You're going to these churches, the majority of the churches, you're going to see a United States flag in a church. That's the pimp. That's the pimp. He's in it. Oh, I'm giving them all types of tax breaks. And they're in it. And you're right. I seriously believe the churches are going to be the one that's going to lead its members to, go bring it right there for like a sacrificial, a sacrifice. Sister Angela. Sister Angela. I'm talking about 2 large giant steps. I'm serious. This is about to be, it's going to be monumental. That's one thing it's going to be. And at the same time, reliance upon the Most High is going to be critical. It is. It's going to be. We can stock up, we can do all this, we can do all that and everything. That's good. That's fine and dandy. But for the vast majority of people, that's not going to be the case with them. It's not going to be the case because the world has taught. Well, the world. Let me just say it with the states. The states taught us how to eat gluttony. That's what they taught. They taught gluttony. And so when you're teaching gluttony, people get accustomed. Buffet, and you can see it. I mean, you look at the health of individuals, you can see it. So now, the world, Satan is, he's showing himself a beast. He knew exactly what he needed to do to get people aligned with the introduction of the beast system. He knew it. Everything Yahusha taught, said, and done, he's using against us right now, right to this very day. Yahusha said, do not be overeating, heavy drinking. That's something this country do, period. And they make sure they do it. They got Christmas, Thanksgiving, Shoot, Halloween, they're looking for a reason to party. They're looking for a reason to do what they're going to do. And then the commercialized section of it, they're making money off of it. Satan knew exactly what he needed to do. But brothers, it brings the question in though. Why us? Why us? Scripturally speaking, we know. But the question is this, and that's the question I am asking myself daily. What is it? Well, that's not, yeah. What is it that are, out of all these Negroes that are on the four corners of this earth, why is it this group of Yahudims is at the forefront? It's like we are the ones on the front line. Yeah, granted, we went through some things. And like I said, I'm going to say it all the time. I'm not pacifying ourselves. These things was to happen. They were destined to happen. They had to happen. In order for us to wake up, we had to go through those troubling times. And it came down through history. Forefathers came in, they went out. Here come another generation of people, of us. Here come another, till we get down to this awakening. We got down to this awakening, brothers. And it's real now. It is absolutely real. A lot of things what we may see on the internet in other countries, we look at, oh man, that's horrible. We have never seen it. We haven't seen a dead body over here, a dead body over there, a dead body over here, a dead body over there. The most traumatic thing this country has ever seen was 9/11. No planes flew into that. I mean, it shook people down to the core. And how many years that's been? Yeah. So there's some things we haven't seen. Now, the things that we're seeing now, like the stuff that's going on in Tanzania, yeah, they never had nothing like that happen. No, never. But somebody is sitting off in the cut, made a decision. Hey, I need for you all to get this right here started. And then what, like I said, who do they blame it on? The people that you can see, people that me and you can see. We're looking at a black president. We're looking at her political party. Boom. Those are the ones they throw out there in the front. I'll be glad when we wise up. It'll be a blessing when we wise up. That system, brothers, is across the board. That system is across the board. Trust and believe there are some decisions that's made by that beast that people that look like us are doing is following the command. Now, Brother Earl, I tell you right on point today, brother. Hold on. Brothers, this is a true statement. Shalom, shalom, this is Zenobia. I'm glad you came in today, sis. We all have to get used to fasting because it's going to be times where we have to go without, period. That is a statement, brothers and sisters, that need to be rolled around in our heads daily. getting used to fasting is going to be a blessing. It's a blessing now because, yeah. Brothers, fasting is going to be it's going to be the thing to be saying, hey, I'm used to fasting. Fasting is going to be a privilege. That's what it's going to be. And then, excuse me. And let's just say this. Let's just say you stocked up a lot of food. All righty. Now, when there's that hardship really kicks in, because when I say hardship kick in, brother, shoot, let me tell you something. I went to the store, bought some beef. Cost $19. Went into the store 2 days ago. That same beef cost $26. 26 from 19. Come on now. But anyway, let me back up to this fasting. Well, you know what I was saying. Let's just say, hypothetically speaking, you're the person that's stored up a lot of food, and people out in the street hungry. Let me tell you one thing. What people want to do, if they see you on a regular basis, and they noticing that, hey, this cat never, shucks, he keeps his body weight. The first thing they go look, he got to be having some food. Brother, even if you got to fast to hide, so be it. But fasting in general, yes, that's something we would want to get used to doing. Because it may, like brother said, it may be times that you can't help but fast. But if your mind is set on fasting, no, it will not be a tribulation for you. It will be a tribulation for a person who's not trying to fast, who don't want to fast, who just want food. And the nation is going to swoop in like Superman and save the day. So they think. That's what this system is going to do. The system is playing things. They're planning these things, and brothers and sisters, like I said, the most important thing that we need to be preparing ourselves for, the mind and the heart. You know what this beast system is about? That's one thing we do know. We're seeing this happening in real time. We're seeing what's happening with other brothers and sisters in other countries. We're seeing how things are playing out. Now, for any one of us that's on this live, for us to go in here and say, well, I'm hungry, the Most High gonna understand, I gotta go ahead and take this thing so I can eat. Now, we will be getting ourselves hemmed up very badly. This is that one time, brothers and sisters, where that decision, your free will decision, that's going to be a critical choice. And like what Brother Earl said, the churches, brothers, are how the Most High is going to do that truthfully. How he's going to do that, because like I was telling Brother Earl some months ago, I seriously believe that the Most High is going to wake all his people up. That's just me. I think he's going to wake, because a lot of us is in Christendom and in Islam. We dominate in both of those religions. The same ones that threw us into slavery. The same one that went into the Bible and changed out some things. Any one of you all can find a scripture that says Yahushua, when he flipped the script and became a Christian, please put it in the chat for me, because I need that scripture. I need that scripture. The day that he turned over and said he was a Christian, coming from a Hebrew, I'm willing to pay for that scripture, because you're not going to find it. It's going to be that system, brothers. You're right, Brother Earl. And I seriously believe for some of us, that's not going to be a good time. I mean, for, having family members, and that. Because I tell you, when they can use that fear factor, let me see, the lollipop, and how they had people going there left and right, getting it, getting the lollipop. Brothers and sisters in that. Oh my goodness. This is the thing. When that stuff first popped off, you all heard it. You all heard this. That hey, and the most susceptible people are Black people. Whoo-wee, I tell you the truth. Black people. They know. Well, I mean, what? Shoot, they should know, because they're the one who caused it. They knew that we, the people, even Paul spoke about it. No. We can't be around here swimming in fear any longer. They knew we were some fearful people. And they used that fear factor against our people. They went in, and a lot of them went in and took the lollipop. And still is doing it. And especially if of age. Fear. Shalom, shalom, Brother Dave. I'm glad you came in, brother. That's what they did, and still doing it. But now, they send a change in a people. That's what they're noticing, a change in the people. They're noticing, hey, that fear is not as strong as you think it was. Oh yeah, and when I say a people, I'm speaking across the board, brothers, not just here in the United States. We're talking about over there in Africa also. So at the same time, we got to ask ourselves, what's so special about the United States and the entire country of Africa? Those two, brothers, and I'm telling you, there's something about us being here in that continent where we came from. There's something, and I'm brothers and sisters, I'm just waiting for that balloon to pop, because when it once it does, it's going to be something for a small group of people. Whatever we're doing, or whatever the Most High is causing, it's most definitely got their attention. I can say that. That's one thing we can say. It has these so-called callers. It has their attention. That's what it has. And now they're trying to figure out how to slow it down. How do we slow this down? Tanzania has never seen any type of disruption like this in Dar es Salaam, rather. Well, Tanzania, period. Never. And the sad thing about it is that, if you go to the hospital And now, mind you, now these hospitals are not, they're not like black-owned hospitals. Some of them may be Indian, Arab-owned, and all that stuff. So when this stuff is going down in Tanzania, the prices are higher. They went up instantly. So, like the sister that got shot in the arm, that bullet is still in her arm, and they saying that, and the doctor was talking to Hydia, telling her about it. He said, "Yeah, her arm is starting to stink. Her arm is dying. That's what it is, an infection." But he said he needs $200 to take the bullet out. He know how to take it out. Brothers, when I say an act of love and kindness, man, please. They ain't even trying to hear that. During this time, no. $200 to take the bullet out, and he know how to take it out. That's ridiculous. That's judgment that the Most High is going to put up on that person. Period. He'll let that bullet sit there and stink. Shalom, Sister Patio. And let her arm get an infection. Because if it's smelling, trust and believe, it's infected. And eventually, if the infection is not cared for, so off the arm go. This is a wicked system, brothers, we live in. Wicked. And here we are. We witnessing these things now. And we're seeing these things. And we still being distracted with all of the other stuff. Hold on for a minute, brothers. Hold on just for a moment. I'm back. We're seeing these things. But like I said, the preparation that we need to be truly concerned about is your trust in the Most High. That's going to be undeniable. You're going to need to have that faith in the Most High. When I was saying don't cut the Most High's hands off, brothers and sisters, don't cut it off. Do not cut it off. Don't even think about trying to cut it off. Because the moment you think about cutting it off, it's the same time you may not receive anything. Like I said, if the Most High deemed it necessary, he's saying that you're hungry and need something to eat, whatever. He'll put some in your cabinets. That's him. This, brothers, this is going to be that moment. And now I say now because right now, it's just talk. That it hasn't got to the point where you had that mark, or you can buy here, or you can sell because you got the mark. We ain't at that point yet, but I'm telling you, we right there. I mean, all you got to do is step over step into another door. You're right there. It's almost at that time. So now that's going to be blatant for us. But now, if you can't buy, you can't sell. They know they got you pretty much hemmed up because go ahead and do your thing. This is what the devil is going to say. Do your thing then. You don't have to mark. Boom. You can't buy. You can't sell. You cannot buy. you cannot sell. You need some medicine? You don't got the mark, you can't even buy the medicine. You may have the money, but you can't, if you don't have that mark, you can't buy. Brothers, this is where self-sufficiency and faith in the Most High, that's going to be your mark. For any one of us, that's what that mark is going to be. That's what it's going to. It's right now that it should be that. Because now this system of Satan is speaking, talking, and being arrogant about what they're going to do. I never seen so many brothers on YouTube talking about the mark of the beast. And brothers, like I said, when you start seeing all these things with brothers and sisters, that's what they're noticing. They're noticing the shift. They're noticing that something is on the horizon. Yes, that's the Most High warning his people. Prepare yourself. Let the shot come on in and let the shot go right on out. Yeah, it's going to be, a lot of people are going to be like, whatever they're going to do, how they're going to do it, I don't know. Just hypothetically speaking. From the get-go, because everybody knows, even in false religion, what the Bible says about the mark. But eventually, when their stomach start growling, people start dropping because they need certain medicine. They start dropping. People start dying left and right. Yeah, that's that stuff. That's that fear. That's that fear that the system won't in people. And what do you think people are going to do when they're entertaining themselves with that fear? And they seeing what's happening. They seeing people dropping dead. The Most High gave us a will to live. That's what he did. And so when that will is threatened by death, that opened up a door to compromising. That's what it's going to do for his system. It's going to open up a door for compromising. The devil don't care what he got to do to be like the Most High. He doesn't care. As long as he get whatever gratification he can get, while he can call getting, he's doing it. That's what he's doing. He's doing just that. You may be a person who suffered from this, who suffered from that. Like in, let me use this as an example. In Tanzania, HIV is like, whoo, good night. It's something else. Like I spoke some months ago, the youngest people that I know that has AIDS is those kids, those twin girls should be they should be 1 year old. They should be they're about 1 year old, 1.5, maybe going on 2 years old. Both of them have HIV. Now you're talking to the adults, they don't like, every last one of them complain about the same thing. They don't like the way the medicine make them feel. Now imagine that, brothers. During that beast time, the mark and all that, it's out there and it's blatant and people seeing it. They know who can buy, they know who can sell. Can you imagine how they're going to try their best to flip that script on our brothers on the continent? Now you can go, if you stop taking that medicine for like a week and a half, you out of there. You out of there. Excuse me just for a moment. You are out of there. Shalom, shalom, Sister Cynthia. That's how fast, you would die without that medicine they give there. But every last individual that's on it, brothers, you want to talk about a captivity. If you want to talk about a captivity, this is it. The medicine, if I'm not mistaken, it's made by in India. But it also got people, like I said, brother, it got people feeling a certain way. They said, I don't like the way the medicine make me feel. All of them. And for the one that said, they just tired, they be tired of the feeling. They just said, I'm just going to die. One sister, her husband, HIV, he said he was tired of it. And he meant it. So he stopped taking it. In a week's time, he was dead. He was dead. Captivity. And now you're talking about a beast system that's going globally. Think about that for a moment, brothers. Can you imagine all the debt? They got whatever war they got going on in Tanzania, whatever they want to call it, a coup or whatever. But now, can you imagine that beast system kicking in? And for the small group of Israelites over there, compared to the masses of people, brother, please, Christendom, Islamic, brothers, that's something to think about. That is absolutely a sight I would not want to see. Like I was saying, I seriously believe that the Most High is going to wake his people up. He said it. I think that I don't know, brothers. I'm just looking at this stuff. That's just me. And I could be wrong, brothers. I could be wrong. But the Most High knows exactly what his people went through. He knew that his people, we didn't know who we were. We did not know who we were. He is a righteous Elohim. He knows, all right, my people been blinded. They was, I had ripped them apart down to the blood cell. And I had to let my people go through this trauma, these trials, this tribulation, everything that my son went through, they had to go through the same thing. We went through everything that Yahushua went through. Everything. Except for the whitewashing. We didn't go through that. No. But here we are, brothers. That thing is going to, brothers, I can't say when it's going to pop off, but it's horizon. Nah, if there's something that's closer than the horizon, let it be that. Because I don't see I do not see the Most High leaving his people. And then at the same time now, brothers, all of us, just because we look alike, some are not Israel. And so I say that for this reason. You may find a person laying on the streets out of here. He may not be of Israel. If you find a person that look like us and everything, still not woke, and it seems like now the Most High went through the whole church and everything, and that person is not woke, oh, that person may not be Israel. Boom. And we keep it moving. Now, that Sister Zenobia, hold on. That's what I'm talking about. Because see now, I know Brother Earl asked me months ago, and I said I seriously believe the Most High is going to wake all these people up. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at. Because it's like when it talks about, the scriptures talks about getting the mark of the beast, and no, I don't. I think it's like, how can I say it? It's I don't want to give off no. Let me see. How can I put this? I don't know, because are we going to be in the wilderness when this mark is going to be given? And brothers and sisters, now this is the thing about the wilderness. The wilderness is not the wilderness that you may think it is. That wilderness could be just, could be. We back on that continent, and I'm gonna tell you something. You may have an individual, you may have a brother or sister back on that continent during the wilderness that has a desire to go back. Brothers and sisters, off the top, that's right. You automatically get you stamp yourself with the beast. You done got marked already, because you want to go back to a place that the Most High has already condemned. Please correct me if I'm wrong. When you want to go back to a place that the Most High has condemned, and He brought you into the wilderness, you want to step out the wilderness to go back to Babylon. You already self-identified yourself having a mark of the beast, and you ain't even left nowhere. You got that mark. There's something like Lot, wife, you was longing to have or longing to see that's in Babylon, or just have something. And you may be that brother or sister that has some money, and you looking back at them. I was living, my life was pretty good. I had a house, car, and all this stuff. You think your life was good, but then that's the thing you're looking at. You're looking at the flesh. Yep. Oh, boom. That's it. Don't put your hand to the plow and look back. You got to always look forward. Brothers, right now we're trampled. And like I said, brothers, I could be wrong. I just don't see us in captivity. And then, well, and it could be, it could go down that way. It could be. But I'm looking at what's like Sister Zenobia said. He's going to purge us in the wilderness. So from what I'm seeing or understanding, there's an exodus that's right at the door. There's an exodus that's right at the door. And so with this exodus, boom, something, and it could be the Exodus. It's going to get our attention. They may, for some individuals, it just may be the Exodus. They never seen anything like this before. And then first thing they're going to say, oh, this got to be the hand of the Creator. That little faith is going to save some people. For the ones who still longing, you there talking about, man, I had a house, I had a business, I had this, I had that. You putting that mark on you while you being purged. That's what I'm saying. I seriously believe that. Now, being in captivity, truthfully, like a lot of us, we don't know what we're eating. We don't know what they put in this stuff. It just recently they just started waking up to this. They putting this in. Y'all remember back in let me see, what year was that? What was the 90s? No, I think it was before the 90s. Yeah, about the 90s. When they were putting all that growth hormones in the chicken, so the chicken would be bigger. A chicken breast used to be about the size, a normal chicken breast, that is, used to be about the size of your hand. You go get a chicken breast now, man, please. It looked like a Nephilim. That's what it looked like. A Nephilim chicken. That chicken breast so big, it is unbelievable. So, will the Most High allow that marking of a beast system while you're in captivity? I don't see it. That's just me now. I could be wrong. Like I said, I don't see it. I do see an Exodus, and I do see a purging that's going to happen. He's cleaning house. He's waking up people. He's calling them out. Pastors, whatever you want to call them, the Most High is calling them out for them to wake up. That's what he's doing. Then once this awakening, reached a level to his satisfaction, it's time to do that moonwalk on out of here. For the ones who woke, yes, we look forward to that. We do. The ones that's semi-woke, they kind of in between. But they still, the Most High go hold to his word. He's going to hold to his word. What was it? In Daniel, I was speaking about the awakening, saying that some are awakened to everlasting life, and some up to what was that? What was the word to use? Where it really said judgment, because just like our forefathers, some of us come to love captivity, and we're loving captivity in a way that is built on the flesh. Some people say they want to be able to do what they want to do. I want to be able to map out my own life, but getting life from the Most High. But they want to be able to say and do what they want to do. That's what they want. They want to be able to control their own flesh. They do not want to entertain anything from the spirit. If they want to entertain anything from the spirit, it's going to be at their discretion, not the Most High. Those are the dangerous individuals. And that's what Satan's system is pushing. Everything about the flesh, he's pushing it. He's pushing it. And he's doing it hard. This Exodus, brothers. And before this Exodus, rather, this phase shifting shift of this system, the introduction. Sister Zenobia. Yeah. Yeah. No, but you know what? Let me say you this, brothers. This awakening, it has been a beautiful thing. It has. It has been a beautiful thing. To wake up, the Most High to wake you up, brother. To give us life, understanding who we are. He is like he opened up our minds when it came to scriptures and everything. It ain't no like he did. And the Gentiles got upset. They taught lies. We got the lies. We believed the lie. We lived the lie. We woke up. Brothers and sisters, it's like we woke up with a vengeance. We woke up with a vengeance. We clamped down and said, this is us. And there is no ifs, ands, and no buts about who we are. And especially when the Most High woke you up. That right there within itself, brothers, it holds weight. You know, Brother Earl, and I agree with you on that one. I do. But along with that awakening, brothers, sisters, we had to go through the trials. First, we went through the argumentation of telling people who we were. We went through that phase. We did. We went through that phase. We was going from scripture to scripture to scripture. When then we were showing people who we were. Everybody wanted to do a battle with some Black Hebrew Israelites. And when YouTube noticed it, and they started saying, hey, if you come across these people, you better be biblically prepared because they know the Bible. We know the Bible. We are of those scriptures. That's family. That's a bloodline, brothers. And when they understood, all right, there is no getting around these Black Hebrew Israelites. So the media got to do what the media got to do what they got to do to try to shut it down. But they can't shut it down. All they run into is frustration. That's all they go run into. They affect us. What did they do? All right, these people that woke up. We didn't had these people here in the United States for 400 years. And brothers and sisters, when I say they know, the United States government has paperwork knowing, you talking about from the time they first got here, knowing who they grabbed and who these people were or are. They knew this. But they went on and did what they wanted to do to Yah's people. This is what this country did. They have paperwork. They have plaques stating who we are. So this here, with that awakening, and we're going back and forth battling other so-called biblical scholars and going against Christendom saying, you're not the people, you're not the people. Christendom is the one people. Woo, please. Christendom is going to maintain a lie, hold up the lie, and live the lie. That's what Christendom is going to do, and it has been doing it. Brothers, like I said, Christendom and this country, they one and the same. They one in the same. They're both beasts. Both of them gonna get the same judgment. Ain't no coming back from this. They threw Jacob into captivity. That's what they did. And then have the audacity to write letters. Now, you know, if I'm going to be a criminal, I would like to be thought of as a smart criminal. That's just me. But these criminals are dumber than a doorknob. You go leave paperwork behind you saying, hey, look here. I broke in your house. I stole some things, very valuable things. I took your kids. You gonna leave a letter? That's what they did. That's what they did. They left. They were so arrogant with it. Now, they're about to pay a price for that. How the Most High is going to bring in bring in the Exodus. Whoo, brothers and sisters, this is just I'm assuming this is a possibility. Anyone of you all never heard of the Ring of Fire over there on the East Coast? I was just doing some research. I mean, well, a little bit of research. I ain't go deep into it. I mean, it's just not my niche. But just looking at some of that stuff, they saying there's a blob of something that's up under it. It's going up under these plates. So, Sister Cynthia, you ain't never heard of Ring of Fire? All right, you know what? Hold on, brothers. Let me do it this way. Because I went in, I looked it up, man, and they were talking about what if. So I'm gonna show you this video. Hold on. Just explaining the Ring of Fire. Then you will understand what I'm going to say afterwards. All righty. Let me see. Two monitors. No, I'm going to do this here. What is the Ring of Fire? What is the Ring of Fire? All right, this is done. Well, let's go do what. Let me do this one first. Okay.
There's one thing you need to know about the Ring of Fire. It produces 90% of the world's earthquakes. The Ring of Fire includes about 450 volcanoes. Many of them are submarine volcanoes, meaning they're underwater, as are 75% of the world's volcanoes in total. Now, the Ring of Fire is also called the Circum-Pacific Belt. It's a result of plate tectonics. The movement of the plates has created a nearly continuous series of oceanic trenches and chains of volcanoes stretching for 25,000 miles in a horseshoe-shaped pattern from New Zealand past Japan, across the Bering Strait, and down toward the tip of South America. The plate movement also causes earthquakes. Because many of these earthquakes occur in the ocean, the Ring of Fire is also known for tsunamis, produced when the ocean floor is either forced to rise or fall. When a megathrust event happens in this region, the water is displaced and the water pushes ashore. Most tsunamis are only a few inches high, but there are times that wave and that swell can be as tall as buildings.
So that's one of them. Now, I'm going to show you another one. It's what if. And now it's the what ifs. And it's going to, in this Ring of Fire, you've seen it's on the west coast of the United States. Now, this is the what if. And this is what's going on right now over there on the west coast of the United States. Hold on, let me do this one.
There is a deadly 40,000 kilometer long zone that passes through 15 countries. This area is dotted with volcanoes, giving it the name the Ring of Fire. And we've decided that right now, all 452 volcanoes are going to erupt at the same time. Talk about an explosive event. What would be the most dangerous part? Could it change the climate? And would there be any warning before it happened? This is What If, and here's what would happen if the Ring of Fire suddenly erupted. The Ring of Fire is a horseshoe-shaped area that stretches around the edge of the Pacific Ocean. Its volcanoes formed when continental plates slid on top of oceanic plates, forcing the oceanic plates into the mantle below. This tectonic movement is called subduction, and it doesn't just create volcanoes, it also causes massive earthquakes. Around 90% of the Earth's earthquakes happen along the Ring of Fire. So, if all these volcanoes erupted at once, we wouldn't just be talking about lava flowing. We'd be witnessing massive earthquakes, toxic gas, and tsunamis. But why would the Ring of Fire erupt? You can thank tectonic plates for causing volcanic eruptions and devastating earthquakes. These plates create the Earth's crust and mantle, and they're constantly moving. As they move, they collide and rub against each other, eventually breaking and releasing seismic waves. And when one tectonic plate gets pushed below another, it creates molten rock called magma. Magma is lighter than rock, so it rises to the surface, trapping gas on its way. When magma is thick, these gas bubbles can't escape easily, so pressure builds. When the pressure builds enough, it causes an explosive volcanic eruption. And the volcanoes in the Ring of Fire are deadly. In 1814, Mount Mayon erupted and killed more than 1,200 people in the Philippines. And when Mount Kidovar erupted in 2018, the entire population of Papua New Guinea evacuated. For all 452 volcanoes to erupt at once, we'd need a pretty large tectonic event, like the forming of a new supercontinent. Ever since Pangaea broke up, the Atlantic has been widening and forcing the Pacific Ocean to narrow. Eventually, some of these continental pieces could collide, creating a seismic catastrophe. What would happen?
I'm gonna pause it there, brothers. That's the thing. The reason why I'm showing this is because what is it, Yellowstone? It's right there close to it. And they said if that was to erupt, oh no. Whoo. They said that'll be it. I mean, now the book of Revelation speaks about this nation being split in three parts. Just looking at some of the stuff they're saying, you can see how that is absolutely possible, especially when it comes to the what is it? Is it Dave? You know the Sanhedrin? No, that's Sanhedrin. What's that fault line? It's two fault lines in the United States. One is Madrid fault line and I forgot the name of it. But they're the two major ones in the United States. And they've been seeing activity on both. And some people, they say, thank you, sister. Well, I tell you, Sister Patty, I tell you the truth. You are always on point, sis. They San Andreas. I said Sanhedrin, didn't I? San Andreas. Yes. And so some people believe that California is, if that fault line ever break, it's going into the ocean. That's what some people believe. I mean, I don't know. I never did them. I never got into it like that. I just, it is what it is. But what is it going to be or take for this this exodus? Is it going to be something of that nature? It could be. It could be. The Most High, everything is at his disposal right now. Everything is at his disposal. So we can't say, oh, he won't do it that way and so on and so on. The Most High can use that as a judgment, as an exodus, and I'm talking about that ring of fire. Because he said that he's going to put up a banner for the nations, and the nations are going to know, send my people back home. That's biblical. Shalom, shalom, Sister Melody. I'm glad you stepped in, sis. Brother Earl, hold on, I'm trying to get it. Oh man, I hit the wrong button. Hold on. There you go. Brother, it was, yeah, and I looked into that. Those animals was making their way out of there. But I'm gonna tell you something. The media got a hold to it and they started putting things together. They took it down. When they were showing all those videos of them, the animals leaving, they said, what are these animals leaving for? They felt something. They was leaving from, what was it? Alaska. It was just that far. But they started taking those videos down. They started taking those videos down. They know something is about to pop off. And animals, what? They got a will to live too. We ain't just talking about elks. You're talking about bears. Bears. What do you call those things? It's something like a deer. But the animal was leaving. That's what they was doing. But they took that stuff down, brother Earl. That ain't what the world, man, please. That's just like a whole evidence. So, but what's going to happen? Those ashes. You know what? They said if Yellowstone were to erupt or blow a fuse, pick one. It don't matter. Elks. That's what it was. Elks. It would affect. It would affect half of Arkansas. That's how strong and that's how deadly Yellowstone can be. Brothers, the world knows this stuff. This is why the world has all of these distractions: football, baseball, basketball, singers, movies, whatever, politician, keep us occupied, to keep us asleep. This is not that time. Because when it all pops off, and brothers, talking about a warning system that's going to alert you, Please. I seriously doubt that. Yeah, I mean, they'll let you know when things are happening, when it's happening. Hey, it's time for you to go ahead and break camp. So-and-so, earthquake hit some part over here, and this part here is being affected too. But will it take that for us to say, hey, for the world to say, send these people back home? They see this awakening, brothers, and the government knows this. They know exactly who you are. They got paperwork of their thievery. They have paperwork of their thievery, knowing who they got. They got the names. What was it? I forgot the name of the name of this particular slave ship, but it has our forefathers' names on the paper, and all of them had Yah in their name. Hold on just for a moment. All of them had Yah in their names. Christendom knew exactly who we were and who we are. That's the thing. They damn from the word go, and they damn right down to this very day, because they know and they kept the lie. They put the lie in the basement. Didn't think nobody would come and say, hey, but then the Most High woke us up. When he woke us up, what did he? The Most High allowed us to get into the information, to see what they did, to bring what these popes has done to his people. And now they think they're the stewards. They're thinking that they are the faithful. They're thinking that they're the discreet slave of the Most High. I don't know what drug they've been drinking or taking or smoking, but I tell you that lie has gotten them in a world of trouble. So they don't even have they will not even have a history. I'm telling you, brothers, this is what they have done. This getting prepared is a spiritual one. This is going to be this is more important than food. It's more important than the medicine that you need. That's how important your faith is. Brother, whatever your sickness may be, your faith needs to be way stronger than that. And that's what being in the Most High. His trust, the trust in the Most High is going to be, that's what's going to determine whether you're going to live. What was that lady name? Rahab. Was Rahab? Yeah. Rahab, she hid those two spies. Mm-hmm. The spies gave her a warning and said, leave this scarf out the window. And they put the Most High name on it. They put a stamp on the Most High. That's what they did. Those two spies said, now, and they told them, anyone that is in this house will be saved. So when that time came, she had to go get her family members. Hey, y'all got to come into the house. If you want to live, you got to stay in my house. Now, Rahab was a prostitute, but that woman had that faith. She had that faith. Faith over fear. There you go, Sister Melody. That's what I'm talking. That's what I'm talking. Sister Angela, I don't even know how you pronounce that. Clotidia. That's the name of the slave ship. All right, let me see. And brothers and sisters, y'all can go in there and type that up. You think I'm joking? That's the name of the ship. Because I forgot it, but Sister Angela, she posted it. That's the name of the ship. When I say these people knew who we were and who we are, Good night. They damn themselves all the way up and down the road. And then they came back on top of it saying that we are not the people. Then at the same time, they took another people, tried to put our place, thinking we gonna be hey, they're in the dungeon. They don't know nothing. We teaching them. This is Christendom. We teaching them what we want to teach them. So only thing they gonna know is they are a descendant of slaves. That's all they need to know. And that's what they pushed out too. That's all Christendom pushed out to us. We go teach them that the laws are done away with. Because if we teach them that the laws are not done away with, and they live in, what's going to happen? They will receive blessing. Brethren, when I say they put this stuff together, they knew exactly that the Most High's words rings true. Yahushua said, woe to those that does not keep my Father's law. Who is the only people that you know right down to this very day that experience those woes? We're those people. But they did everything possible to keep us beyond darkness. And it still did not hold up. When the Most High showed up and said, no, this is that time for me to give attention to my people. And when he showed up, we woke up. Because when it's all over said and done, it's about his name. Once his name is cleared from all what the devil has been saying, man is only serving you because of this and all that stuff. Now, the Most High is letting him prove his point. But once the Most High's name is cleared, we clean. Because everything got to go through the Most High first and foremost. Then from him to Yahushua. Yep, they made you a Christian. They made you a Christian, which Yahushua never claimed. Then once he is cleared up, bam, now it's the people. It's the people. And the thing about it is this. All of this can take place all at one time. All at one time. The Most High said that he, the world would have to know that I have always loved you. No, but then Christendom teach us that these people are no longer God's people. That's what they taught. They still teach it right down to this very day. Shoot, let me tell you something, brother. Earl. Like I was born, I grew up Jehovah's Witness. I did. And I tell you, with this awakening, with my experience of the awakening, those brothers do not like me. No. Because I was like, wait a minute, bro. When I first came about, well, you know what? I knew about, I'm going to go use this term, the Black Hebrew Israelites back in 14, maybe 13. I don't know. I forgot, but it was some around about that time. Anyway. And so they asked me to listen to one of they, as he explained the scripture. So we did a Zoom. And so this brother and his mother, they was talking about this and talking about that. And then don't get me wrong, brothers. They was laying out scriptures. And I was like, well, no, this brother, he got a point on that. And I did not argue with him on a point. My only argument was this. They had so much anger within them. That's the only thing. And it left a bad taste in my mouth. I was like, but Dad, he laying out scriptures and everything. You know, this is what I'm saying in my mind now. He laying out scriptures and what he's saying, you know, is true. But then he got more so on, he got back into the flesh. But anyway, I went on, you know, and everything. And then one day, I was going to the Kingdom Hall and everything. And it was just me and my son. And when I go there, these brothers was looking upside my head. I'm like, what are these dudes looking upside my head for? Like they want to fight. And they didn't speak to me now. They did not speak to me. They may say, hey, Brother Akins, and so-and-so, 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 yeah. And me and my son, when the brothers say, hey, man, we out of there. I may talk to one or two brothers. That's it. Me and my son was gone. But I always felt there was something not right. Matter of fact, I was about to get into a fight in the Kingdom Hall. So I'm trying to go get me a seat, and the brother go stop me because the brother was praying. I could listen and walk at the side. He didn't want me to do it. He said, hold on, let the brother finish praying. But he let this elderly sister go in so she can get her seat. And I was like, oh, I'm straight, brother. And he literally put his hand on my chest to stop me from walking. I was like, man, if you don't get your hand up, boo, good night. And there was a sister standing by. She thought we was about to go down because I was about to flip him. I said, dude, you don't stop a grown man from going to take a seat. And he goes, I'm going to tell the elders on you. I was like, Nick, what do you think you need to do? Ooh. And then I woke up. And they always looked at me. It was Asian brother. It was an Asian brother. I never forget this. They came out to do a shepherding call on me, right? That's okay. And so, but it was an Asian brother, and then it was a black brother. I know that brother named Cedric. So when I started laying out scriptures, the Asian brother was just blown. Cedric was too, because they looked at me like a thug, like I was a thug or something. I mean, I didn't dress thuggish. I never dressed thuggish. But I didn't too much walk around with a smile either. Call it an angry black man syndrome. I don't care. You know, people look at it and they go to the judges. So be it. But anyway, so he was just saying, brother, I'm just surprised that you know these scriptures like you know this. I'm like, brother, I do read. But anyway, that's when I came to a point, and I told my mother, I said, no, I can't be labeled as a Jehovah's Witness. No, I cannot be walking around talking I'm a Jehovah's Witness, and when they're teaching a lie that Christendom has taught, and they said their stance is this, that they're no part of Christendom. I like you wearing the banner, you waving the same flag. You don't see this? And brothers and sisters, you all think I'm joking when it comes to these religions? Type it in, who owns this particular religion or that particular religion. Brothers and sisters, you're gonna be shocked. These religions are they businesses when it's all over said and done, but they're owned by a bigger company. That was you, Sister Melody? You know what? But I mean, when it's all over said and done, I mean, I do have to give credit to the brothers and sisters, because truthfully, it started with I think they're a part of a camp. I don't know, because I never stepped into a camp or nothing of that nature and things. I mean, I have a pet peeve about Jesus and Christ Jesus and things, and then there's some camp that's, I mean, you say you woke. If you woke, you go call him by his name. You're not going to keep on. This is just me now. This is just me. was it John 5:42? You know, you're calling him something that does not belong to him. And then as in, was it Romans? The Most High said, those that call upon my name will be saved. And it's a known fact that's not his name. That's something that the colonizer gave us to believe. So once this awakening, we're supposed to wake up. That's just my take on it now, brothers. That's my, just, you know, some individuals want to go on using Jesus Christ. But I tell you one thing, I'm going to say this. Brother Earl, if I sit up here and called you Bartholomew, and I'm replacing your name from Earl to Bartholomew, you're going to be like, man, why you keep on calling me Bartholomew? I mean, my name is Earl. If I call Sister Melody Bertha, now Bertha Thomas, somebody gonna get upset. So now, you think we believe and we know being called by whether your parents named you. They ain't gonna even say no government. That's what your father named you. That's not a government. That's what they named you. So for me to sit up here and call Sister Melody Bertha, that's disrespectful. Respect is calling people by their name. And that's what we believe. Until you get to Yahushua. Brother, I did a video. Did the song, You Best Know My Name. And there's another brother, the same thing happened to him. And then the brother that called me, he said, Mike, I want to use your song in one of my, on his video. So he had to call in and get permission. I said, yeah, man, it's cool, brother. So he took all of my information, boom, got the song, played the song. They tagged the song. They did it so quickly because my song was playing. It was playing. And so what happened, they came back and sent me a message also saying it's a copyright, saying that I had a barcode in the video. I went through the whole video, brothers, looking for a barcode. Didn't even see one. So what I did, I went in, redid the video, and put it back up. They said it was still another barcode in the video. And it said, you best know my name. Brothers, it is absolutely necessary to call Yahushua by his name. Because he said, those that call upon my name will be saved. Keep on calling him Jesus, Bertha, Bartholomew. If you want to, you will get yourself hemmed up. The most important, there are two names that are very important. Yahuwah, Yahushua. He said, you call me by my name, I'm going to save you. I'm going to save you. We all know where the name Jesus come from. And some of us got comfortable with calling him Jesus. And we said we woke. All right, fine. That's on the individual basis. I mean, if you want to do it, all right, that's you. This is just me. This is just me. Because when I came to this awakening, and I'm looking at all the lies they taught us, there's a measure of anger. Yes, it is. There's a measure of anger that's in this. So now with the anger comes what? Rectifying. Oh, the Most High name is who? All righty, this is what I'm going to call him. And yes, I have family members get upset when I use his name. When I say all praises to Yah, who is Yah? I mean, I'm talking about family members who don't even go to the Kingdom Hall no more. They get upset. Who is Yahushua? You go in there and you show them who he is. They get upset. Did not Yahushua said, hey, they hated me first? We woke up, brothers, and we started using it. Use that name and see how much hate that's gonna come up on you. I'm telling you, brothers. His name is salvation. What do Jesus mean? And brothers, I know when I say getting yourself prepared, all of this is in preparations. Now you get out there and you starting to recognize, oh, I need the Most High. Now you say, save me, Jesus, and He don't save you. Then you start to think, well, let me just say, save me, Yahusha, and then He saves you. All right, then. We all want to be respected for our name that our parents gave us. But this is just me, brothers. It appears that we're not giving a respect to Yahusha when we still call him something that his father never gave him that name. It's like you're undermining him as well as the father. That's just my take on it, because you go call a person by their name that they're given by their parents. That's respect. Do you not agree? And then we say Christ. When did he become Christian? If you can show me in the Bible that, and I'm not talking about what the Roman Catholic did. I don't know what they got, what they call that book. You know what, Sister Zenobia? There's a lot of camps out there now. They still using Jesus Christ. They got it. They got logos on that, and that's yay. And don't get me wrong, some brothers, they use Jesus Christ in reference to Yahusha, just so they can get their point across. I'm gonna say Jesus Christ, but his real name is Yahusha. You know, something like that. You know, Sister Zenobia, just like, hold on. There you go. And people used to call me, when they see my last name, they said, Atkins. I said, no, there's no T in that. It's Akins. All the time. I didn't get upset, but I corrected them, though. So now, it is absolutely, with this, getting ourselves prepared faithfully into the Most High. You're not going to get to the Most High without going through Yahusha first. Now, if you think you can get there calling him Christ, let me know how that works for you. Jesus, I think, brothers, and this is just me now from a scriptural standpoint, it is very important that we get this, get that understanding. Because the Most High said, those that call upon my name will be saved. He said that. But some people, individuals, made leniency when it comes to his name. But I guess time will have to show itself. I mean, when we was asleep, we didn't know who we were. We did that. But once the Most High woke you up, why do you think he woke us up to his real name? Why do you think he woke us up to Yahusha's real name? And for those Israelites that woke up and understand who they are, we went straight to Yahusha, to Yahuwah. That's what we did. You want to talk about, don't get me wrong, brother. And it took a moment for me to do it because I was accustomed to saying Jesus. And you talking about somebody was upset every time I mentioned, I'm trying to say Jesus, and then I come off and say, not trying to say Jesus, trying to say Yahusha, and I'm saying Jesus. It took me a moment, but I kept getting upset when I made that, make that mistake of calling his name by a false name, until eventually it got to a point where But I tell you, in this time in which we're living in, if you think that we can get on, I ain't gonna say we, you can get over calling the Most High, whatever you want to call him, and his son, I'm not going to say more power to you. I'm not trying to give you that type of power. But I would speak up on give the Most High his respect. He named his son. He named his son. So give the same respect that you want about your name that your parents gave you. We need to give that right back to the Most High. Please correct me if I'm wrong. These days, these last days, brothers, we can go down that road if we want to. Now, you start noticing when you're on your walk, you're out and about, and you're starting to see people over here dropping dead, people over there dropping dead, people in the churches all laid out. This is just my encouragement. Don't put the Most High to the test. He woke us up. We know who we are. We know what Yahushua did. We know why he came. We know why we are in the predicament where we are in. We know all of these things. We know we're the people. We know that this book they call the Bible is our history book. We know the Gentiles got into it, start scribbling some stuff, start drawing pictures, start painting over us. We know these things. When the Most High woke us up, it wasn't halfway awakening. You were fully blown up. You woke up and you started getting into the scripture. We even went back got the apocryphers. We start examining these scriptures along with what's in the Bible. Like I said, the Gentiles, are some dumb thieves. You go take a book out. If you want to destroy something, you burn it. They took it out and threw it in the basement. Now, all of this stuff is biting them in the butt now. All of this is literally coming back up on them. Oh, man, I don't need 100-fold, 200, 300. Now they're concerned. Now, we taught these people a lot of lies, and they woke up. Did we not see this coming? No. Well, I'm quite sure they did. But I'm going to tell you something. In Jeremiah, we were talking about the awakening. I'm going to tell you what Jehovah's Witnesses did on that one. They said that applied to them. And I'm a child. I'm just going with what they're saying. They're saying because the brothers there, where they went in prison for 3.5 years, and they felt when they came out of prison for preaching about Jehovah God, in their court case and thing, they won the court case and everything. They said they were the dry bones. Brothers and sisters, y'all may think I'm joking, but that's how they took the dry bones, applied it to Jehovah's Witnesses. I tell you, when I woke up, brothers, I just woke up. Sometimes I would just come out here just laughing. I'm like, what? They said that this applied to them because they had to tell the lie that Israel is no longer Yah's people. They had to hell with that lie in order for them to take on this lie of the dry bones. You may think, brothers, if you think, if any one of y'all got family member that's Jehovah's Witness, ask them about the dry bones. Ask them about the dry bones. They're going to have you laughing. And these white brothers during the 1930s, I believe, went to prison. White brothers now went to prison, stayed in prison 3 years, and they took the dry bones prophecy and said that was them. They went through the trials and tribulations. And I'm looking at a black man. I'm like, he hanging from a tree. He's been, I mean, he went through all of this here, and y'all talking about a trial and a tribulation. You went to prison for 3 years. You probably had, they didn't persecute you like a black man. But they took that 3.5 years of being in prison as a prophecy. Brothers, if you think I'm joking, ask one of them. They be on the corners, the dry bones. Ask them about the dry bones. And it don't apply to you because Israel, are no longer y'all's people. You can go straight to Romans chapter 11, and they're going to still say Israel is no longer God's people. And then on top of that, they told me, the brother, he pulled out his book. When I was going through Romans chapter 11, they called themselves doing another shepherding call on me, right? So went through that. I said, he read something that this is what the society wrote. They're saying Paul was up under a great deal of stress, and that he was hoping and praying that that Jehovah did not do away with Israel. He was up under a lot of stress, and this is the reason why he penned what he penned. I looked at that brother like he was crazy. I looked at him like he was crazy. Because the first thing that gonna come out of my mouth was this. Which one of these so-called brothers was there when Paul wrote this here? That can say that, hey, I was there when he was going through all that stress and he misquoted or miswrote the scriptures. Because that's what they're saying. And I had all three of those brothers sitting there looking like idiots. Not one of them could answer it. Now, but these and all three of them were black brothers. Two of them was Jamaicans. Two of them was Jamaicans. And the other one, I think he's just from the United States. But all of them could not answer that question. Brothers, when I talk about these religions, this is the time for us to, polish it up. Whatever we need to straighten out, let's straighten it out. Because now, yes, it's absolutely real at the door. When it comes down to his name, it's real. This time of saying, hey, this here, that there, now. This is real. And when when the Most High stands up, brother, and he's going to stand up. When these things start to happen, it's your prerogative to say what you want to say. But trust and believe, the Most High is going to do what he's going to do. You want to call me what? Okay. Either you're going to respect me for my name or you're not. Sister Zenobia, Sister Melody, Brother Earl, your names are your names that your parents gave you. And you wear it like a badge of honor. This is what I was named by my parents. And for somebody to come off the street and calling you something else, and it could be I ain't gonna say that. It could be a beautiful name, but the fact is, it's not yours. Sister Zenobia claimed Sister Zenobia. That's what she claimed. If the Most High spoke to her, guess what now, if the Most High want to change her name, all right, that's a different story. But when he calls her by her name. Let me know of any prophet that the Most High called by a different name on the first initial meeting or whatever. He never called a person other than their name. Now, if he want to change your surname or whatever, the Most High does that. He said, from this day going forward, you will be named so-and-so. What was Abraham? Abram at first. Did not the Most High change his name? So now, what are we going to do? Are we going to change Abram Abraham back to Abram? No, we stick to what the Most High did. So if the Most High named, if the Most High named his son who came to save Israel, that name holds weight because Jesus never once came for Israel, if you really want to break it down. But Yahushua did. That name is important, brothers. It's highly important. Hold on just for a moment. Let me do it this way. Let me see. Now this is who is this? Now listen to this. Now this is John chapter 5 verses 43. I have come in my Father's name. I'm sorry. Hold on. Let me blow this up for a moment. I have come in the name of my Father, but you did not receive me. Now this is the thing, brothers. If someone else came in his own name, you will receive that one. How can you believe when you are accepting glory from one another and you are not seeking the glory that is from the only Elohim? Well, you know what, better yet, let me just back this up. Hold on. It was another scripture that I was looking for. I'm going to have to find it. But brothers, there's a shift. Something is about to happen. Something is about to happen. It is. And the Most High, he puts his spirit in his people. And let us not take that for granted. When you start feeling a certain way, because truthfully, each and every last one of us that's on this live, we walk in a different way. We do not put ourselves in a path of distraction. We pay attention to what's going on. We look for things that can be edifying, truthful. That's what we do. So we don't be entertained. We're not entertained like we used to be entertained. We can pick up on things when brothers and sisters are saying something, and if they speaking, we pick that up. That's one thing we do. With this awakening, we don't walk like we usually walk. We see things a whole lot different than the world do. The world is bombarded. Now, what is this? This is November. Right now, the world getting itself all geeked up for overindulgence. That's what they're getting themselves set up for. And the next month will be the same thing. This is supposed to be the time that Jesus Christ was born. And he may have been, but it's not Yahushua. He may have been born on that day. I tell you, hey, sister, let me tell you something, Sister Zenobia. He said he come in his Father's name. Now, for the individuals out there, he said he come in his Father's name. There you go, right there. Yahuwah and Yahushua. Can we not see that? So I posed this to one of the brothers. He's a witness, Jehovah's Witness. And I said, what do Jehovah and Jesus have in common? I said, both of them start with the letter J, and that's about it. But here, he said he come in his Father's name. So what I did, I showed him, Yahuwah's name, and then I showed him Yahusha's name. I said, but what do you see? What do you see in common with this? I said, he said, both of them had Yah. Yahusha means Yah salvation. Then it clicked. He said, but where, so he like, where did Jesus Christ come from? Oh, that shoot, man, please. It came from Christendom. Christendom was the one who wrote the letter that the Yahudim should go into slavery. Perpetual slavery, that is. That's who they are. The synagogue of Satan. And then they took another people in our place, calling them the people. But Yahusha came in, Revelations 2:9-3:9, call him a synagogue of Satan. That's what he did. Brothers and sisters, we all hold a holy, set-apart name. Yeah, descendant of slaves, we raise our hands because we know, oh yeah, that's us. Because we know the depth of who we are. We go deep. That's who we are. But you ask those people there, they're going to tell you no, they never been into slavery. Yeah. For centuries, brothers. We've been in this. And brothers, like I said, it is an absolute privilege. And it's a blessing at the same time. And our brother Earl, I know he said it, he was very thankful that the Most High woke him up. I concur with him. Because brothers and sisters, we could still be just as dumb as a doorknob, dancing around in Babylon's filth. Religion. We could still be there. But the Most High woke us up. You brothers on that front line, that's who we are. We're that frontline awakening brothers, sisters. And we got to continue to throw the punch. We still got to continue to hold the line. That's what we got to do. You think we're about to go into an exodus without this these powers that the Most High said is within us? The world will have to see, no, that light has always been within us. Now, this salvation, yeah, from a scriptural standpoint, some Gentiles can get saved too. Some are believing, some are, without seeing the powers. And whatever powers that they do see, they see a people that's been holding the line for 400 years. Why haven't these people died off? Some of them, they're looking at it like that. Some of them just looking at it and say, hey, no, this is God's people. That's what they say. We brothers, whatever's in our hearts, brothers, the mouth is going to speak it. The Most High said he's going to go deep into your soul. He's going to search the kidneys, the heart, to see exactly where you stand at. That's what he said he's going to do. And if you feel that this awakening has been a privilege to you, we got to live it, brothers. We must live it down to the bone. We must live it. I mean, it's like you waking up each and every day. First thing you do when you wake up, you're giving glory to the Most High Yah. That's how real it will have to be. Because you got people that wake up. I got a cousin, the first thing he do when he wake up, he grabs a cigarette. I kid you not. He wake up and he grabs a cigarette. This awakening, brothers, let's maintain this realness. We got to maintain it. And you don't know who all you're not just saving yourself, brothers. You brothers and sisters on this front line, you're not just saving yourself. You're not. You saving some friends, some family, especially your family, but you're saving some friends and some families by means of your faithfulness. The Most High know where your heart is at. We ain't gonna need to sit there and try to sit. I love my family. I love my family and things of that nature. The Most High knows it. But he said, you be faithful to him. He's going to be faithful to you. That's not to say everybody, all our family is going to be saved now. Some of them, I know some of my family members like, man, could not off me. This is how you getting down? I don't pass no judgment, but you leave it. I leave that with the Most High. But this is what we got to do, brothers. This holiness front line, this first wave of awakening. Yeah, you will feel brothers. One thing you're going to do, you're going to go through. You have a time of enjoyment. That was the awakening. When you found out you was Israel, you was going through the Bible, you was doing this, you going through that, you would listen to all brothers and sisters talking about who we were, because we was happy. We was all over the internet. Brothers saying this and saying that. Yeah, that's right, that's right. And you know in the scriptures, boom, boom, boom. Yeah, we had a joyful time. That's what we did. And once we got that locked down, then we start socializing with other brothers and sisters. This is what we did. And then, along with that association, yeah, we was happy to be mingling, talking with other brothers and sisters and things that in nature on the internet and everything. And then what came next? Yeah. The devil started to put his foot in. You start getting some distractions. What was that brother's name? What was his name? TCA? Yeah, he came in. He was talking about brothers and sisters throwing up hand gestures and saying they was in the Masons and all that stuff. Yeah, we got that. We ran into a whole lot of distraction, boy. Yes, we did. Contention. Being disloyal. Oh, yes, we did. With all of this during the awakening. This is what we ran into. We had a joyous time being woke, but we got to go through this last days. And I'm telling you, brothers, the last days of this awakening. This is where we are at. Matthew 24. Brother would be betraying brothers. It's talking about us, brothers. During this awakening, I see more arguments. I seen fights break out over biblical teachings or understandings. That should not be even happen. But hey, the scriptures got to be fulfilled. They got to be fulfilled. Brothers, in closing, let us rectify in our hearts, in our minds, that we stand with Yah. Period. First and foremost, he is the life giver. He makes the last decision when it's all over, said and done. If you're going to be in history, brothers, or you're going to be part of the scriptures, be on the good side of the scriptures. If there is an discipline that needs to be take your discipline, brothers. Take your discipline. You're going to have all of this. And truthfully, the Most High said he disciplined those he loved. Brothers and sisters, you're the first wave of this awakening. The ones who stand in the ground. On top of all of this you taking, there you go, Sister Zenobia. She said it. Then you still got persecution. You still going to have that, brothers. And where you think it's going to come from? First and foremost, your family. That's where it's going to come from. Brothers, stand firm, stand on it. Stay on your faith in the Most High Yah. This is what we need to be doing and should be moving towards. Uphold the name of the Most High and of his Son, our Messiah. This is what we should be doing, because trust and believe. The time is going to come where we're going to have to utter his word, utter his name. And I hope that when upon the Most High arrival, that he find us faithfully doing so. Brothers and sisters, be safe out there. We're seeing what time we're living in. The devil's he's not making a case. He's trying to get a case made known during this awakening. If you want to talk about the devil being busy, this is the most busiest time the devil has ever been, brothers. With this awakening. Within this awakening, he has been over time putting it in, because he understands the seriousness of Israel being woken. He understands it. He's going to throw trials and tribulation to you, brothers, while you holding that front line. Hold the line. Hold his name. The Most High is not, he's not leaving us. We're the last of Israel. That's who we are in these last days. Brothers, sisters, walk on water. Starting to dominate your flesh with the Spirit. Let it reign supreme. I don't care who, how this system saying they ain't got food or whatever. Like what the sister said, get used to fasting. Make that. I mean, if fasting has to take place in a small way, brother, start small. If you're saying I'm not gonna eat from this time to this time, start it off small. And for you brothers and sisters that can do it, because I do know there's medical issues that some brothers and sisters do have that they can't afford to do that. No. But if your faith is moving you, you put your faith on the Most High, and he's going to see you through it. That's one thing that's going to happen. If you really want it, the Most High will see to it that you get it. Sister Melody, you about to get me going on and on. Since you put testing us by trials. Yes, brothers and sisters. Brothers, sisters, maintain your stand. You're at the front line. Yeah, a lot of us going to get battered, slapped around, bloody nose, big lips. And that's when you holding that line. The Most High knows exactly what he's going to do for the brothers and sisters that's holding that line. Right now, brothers, Sister Melody, Sister Zenobia, Brother Earl, we all are in Matthew 24. And let us continue to stay on the good side of prophecies. I mean, on the good side of prophecy. Because some people are making themselves on the bad side of prophecy, brothers. They can put them in some type of judgment. And I say, may. Because I'm not going to say that the Most High go to condemn that person when I say may. And I say that because if you look at what Joseph's brothers did to him, the Most High could have judged them. He could have. Sending them to death or whatever, but he didn't. They was working a prophecy. They didn't even know it. Joseph didn't even know it. Like I said, you brothers, you don't know who you're going to save by your faithfulness. Sister Zenobia, Sister Melody, you don't know who you're going to save. But the Most High knows. He goes, oh, Sister Melody saved this sister over here. She don't even know it. Sister Melody saved this whole entire congregation of so-called Christians. She said a few words in this here, but her faithfulness, she done saved her whole family. Don't tell me what the Most High will not do. Do not tell me what he won't do. He is the Elohim of love. 1 John 4:8. That's who he is. And he's looking at us out of this 400-year captivity to what we're doing, how we are taking up his name, his stance, holding the line. This is what Most High is looking at. And this is my encouragement to you, brothers and sisters. Don't let that beast system flip you all the way off till you just get downright scared. No, we tired of fear. We maintain faith. And with that, maintaining that faith, the Most High is going to show up and he's going to allow you to show out. And the world can't do nothing but look and stare in astonishment as to who you are and the light that you are wielding. That's what's on the, not even the horizon. That's what's in front of us right now. I tell you, brothers, walk on water. Think about walking on water. Think about things that you may think is impossible to do. With man, it is absolutely impossible. Not so with the Most High Yah. Stand firm, stay firm. Encourage your brothers. Let the Most High not find us around here gossiping about our brothers, talking about our brothers, and things of that nature. And brothers, the Most High wants us to maintain peace. Let us maintain amongst the brothers. If there's an issue, you take it to that brother. Not YouTube. I did that dumb stuff. I went straight to YouTube like an idiot. But once I started to wake up, I'm like, I best to leave that alone. Brothers, may the Most High be with you, each and every last one of you, brothers. Continue to maintain yourself for Yah's glory, always in Yahushua HaMashiach's name. Hold firm, stay firm. We're going to need it, brothers. We're going to need it. And on that note, brothers and sisters, I will say shalom.